Hello, welcome to English in 24 Hours. My name is Ralph Galen. I am reading an article from the Eagle Tribune dated December 5th, 2011. The title is Some Worried About Being Allowed to Continue Driving by Roseanne DeStefano. Elderly News. Question. My husband has a progressive neurological condition which has resulted in weakness in his extremities. His physician has suggested it might not be wise to drive, but did not go as far as telling him to relinquish his driving privileges. We have heard about the new law which may result in the physician filing a report to the Registry of Motor Vehicles. My husband is very upset and feels this is a way to get older drivers off the road. Could you clarify the legislation's intent? Answer. Your husband most likely isn't the only individual who is a little apprehensive about their continued driving rights. Hopefully, the information provided in this column will either alleviate his concerns or at least give him a better understanding of the process. Last year, a new state law was enacted which allows certain healthcare professionals and law enforcement officers to file confidential reports to the Registry of Motor Vehicles, RMV, concerning any person who they believe is physically or medically incapable of safely operating a motor vehicle. A perceived cognitive or functional impairment may instigate the report, although the filing is not required by law. While this legislation may have originated due to several high-profile accidents involving older drivers which resulted in death or serious injury of bystanders, it must be pointed out the law pertains to all drivers regardless of age. The report must be based on observation and evidence, hopefully eliminating the possibility, I don't know, it's cut off. What's the next, the possibility?
Because a possibility of driver maybe target.
Would you give me the original article, please?
Okay. Ow!
Just hand it to me?
Ow!
Okay.
No,
Very professional. This is very professional. Okay, sit down.
Okay. I'm
Here,
sorry.
here, take this. Okay, very professional here in the studio, but now you know we're live. Okay, to continue, the report must be based on observation and evidence, hopefully eliminating the possibility of drivers being targeted just because they are older. Once a report is filed, the RMV is required to conduct a review within 30 days to determine the individual's capacity to continue driving in a safe manner. The RMV has the authority to suspend the person's license if found to present a danger remaining behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. It was essential to clearly define what was meant by a cognitive or functional impairment. The Department of Public Health recommended their interpretation as any cognitive condition that impairs attention, alertness, perception, comprehension, judgment, memory, or reasoning that may influence the physical action, reaction time, or other responses to understand and interact with the environment. Additionally, functional impairment was defined as any symptom of a disease or medical condition that results in full or partial decrease in any or several sensory or motor functions, which includes peripheral sensation of the extremities, strength, flexibility, motor planning, and coordination. Essentially, the reporter and RMV should be assessing the diagnosis as to whether it limits a person's attention, impairs strength, flexibility, reflexes, sensory perception, physical coordination, or could potentially impact appropriate decisions. The report should never be based solely on age or diagnosis of a medical condition or functional cognitive impairment, but instead on the actual effect of the condition on a person's ability to operate a motor vehicle in a safe manner. It must be shown the impairment cannot be sufficiently corrected by medication, therapy, surgery, or by adaptive equipment/driving device. This is extremely important in protecting the right to drive for people diagnosed with progressive conditions or disabilities. People deteriorate at varying rates and should not be lumped together. Do you have a question? Direct inquiries to ro@esmv.org or Elder Services of the Merrimack Valley, Incorporated, 360 Merrimack Street, B, number 5, Lawrence, Massachusetts, 01843. And we would like to thank Jenny Paolino for bringing this article to our attention. And now we're going to post this on the internet. Here we go.